Hey, scared you guys, didn't I? And I don't know, you got knocked over. Did the tire knock you over? I guess I'll have to see the video. Anyway, we're gonna change the oil. Okay, so as you can see, I'm already pretty much somewhat set up here. When ramps is probably the easiest way to change your oil, and you actually should have somebody standing off to the side, and kind of guiding you up the ramp. I've learned the hard way in the past, many years ago, but driving off the end of the ramp, is I'm sure maybe one or two of you have, but. Yeah, right now I can do it by myself. I just kind of ride the brake and just ease the gas up, and then when it gets up here, there's, I can feel it, and it will stay in here if you're not too hard on the gas. Kind of rolls back and centers out. Then put it in. I put it in neutral, and then parking brake up, and then in park, so it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, let me show you what we got going here. Now this is for a 2006 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and this Jeep has a 3.7 V6 with 167,000 miles. So I'm going with the high mileage Pennzoil. I've used Pennzoil my whole life, 35 years of owning cars, starting with a 70 Mustang Mach 1. But and these are all extra guard. I've never had any issue with Fram or Pennzoil my whole life. All you should need is a 13 millimeter socket, ratchet, or any kind of wrench, 13 millimeter for the oil plug, and there's a skid plate, that I'm going to take off also, just to make it easier. And now your oil filter should just be hand tight, and you should be able to spin that off with your hand. But if not, it's good to have one of these. And I've always, it's as an adult owning vehicles, every vehicle I've owned, I've always bought a Haynes manual, and that's helped me, guided me from, not for changing oil, but for doing the brakes, doing the shocks, doing the suspension system, the water pump, whatever. One thing I haven't done is some heavy duty internal engine maintenance, but these Haynes manuals are awesome, and they give you capacities, they give you torques, like for the Jeep here, 3.7 liter 2010 and earlier models. This is the WK 3.7. The capacity is 5 quarts, and that's what I've got here, 5 quart jug. And here's the torque specifications. This book gives you the torques on everything, and I do torque. I was a mechanic in the Air Force, and that was so important, and it paid off. I mean, we didn't have any issues. Let's see, where's the drain plug? Oil drain plug, 3.7. We're going to be torquing that to 25 foot-pounds. So I'm going to finish getting set up here. You can see I've got a oil pan under there. I'm going to get underneath and then... Okay, and before you get started with any of this, you should identify where the filter is. And I'm looking down, obviously, from the top of the motor. Well, there it is, right there. That's a Fram filter I put on about 5,000 or 6,000 miles ago. I know, the book says every 3,000 miles, and you get the warning, the service warning, on the dash when it goes over 3,000. But realistically, you go 5,000 or 6,000 miles. Well, you know what? Do what the book says. You're not going to blame me for something going wrong with your motor, but I'm just telling you what I do. But there it is, and you can access it from up above, because I'll reach down under here, or from laying below. Either way, it should just be hand tight for me, because I put it on last time. Okay, let me show you what I'm going to do here, you guys. Okay, this is it looks like a skid pan. I guess it kind of is, but sure wouldn't take a rock or anything like that. But this comes off real easy, so I'm going to wind up. And the reason I'm doing this is there's the oil pan on the end of plug, and you can do it through this hole here. But then it'll wind up dripping on here, and then it'll be leak dripping on the garage later on. So what I like to do is just take this off. It's only both there that come out, and they're both 13 millimeter. Then in the front too, there's two. If you just loosen these up, and then you slide it, and you can actually leave them in, and pull it through here. So it'll kind of hang on that. So I am going to do that and get right back with you. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. There's our stray kitty, kitty that hangs out with us once in a while. Oh, hi, kitty, kitty. Yeah, hi. Why are you coming in my garage? Okay, you can watch me. You going to learn how to change oil? Okay. I already had those loosened up, make things go quicker. There, that opens up. I always look for any oil leaks when I'm under here too, and I haven't noticed any. Where I park it in the garage or on the driveway. So I'm really not expecting to see anything. But it's always a good idea to look for drips, leaks. Forgot to bring a paper towel down here. I usually bring that down here. So I'm going to get up and wipe my hands off. And that. Okay. While I let that drip out. I also, up above, the oil fill up on the valve cover on top of the motor where we're gonna put the oil in a few minutes. I loosen that just in case there's any vacuum, just to help it drain out. And I'm going to let this completely drip out here. It's getting pretty slow, but let's go up here to the see if that's. Oh yeah. See? That's because I did that last time. If you took it to a shop, some shops are good. They'd hit that so frickin' tight I'd have needed a wrench. So yeah, it's always, if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. So and also with the old drain plug, I've had them smash the gasket on the plug. I didn't bring the plug down here right now, but it'll be smashed, and eventually it'll cause a drip, a leak. So you need to get a new plug with a new plastic gasket or a new gasket. So if you can do this stuff yourself, only you're to blame. It really sucks when you take it somewhere and then they'll deny it. They'll deny messing it up. Okay, torque wrench set at 25 foot-pounds. If you've never used a torque wrench before, hear that click? That means it's 25 foot-pounds. Do it a couple times. So that should be perfect on that. And I think I've got a paper towel here. Okay, just so we can see if there's, we'll wipe that off good just so we can check for leaks later. Okay, now I'm going to move the drain pan to underneath where the oil filter is, but I'm going to try and take that off without spilling a drop of oil. Oh. Okay, so I spilled a couple drops. It's going in the drain pan. These threads are always longer than what you think they are too. There we go. And I'll just hold it upright because it's holding oil inside. Put that in there so it would drain out. Okay, I'll show you this. This little tip they always recommend on the new oil, preferably on the new oil. And I just did that, but put some on your finger and put it around the gasket and around the top there, just so it'll screw on easier and make a little better seal. Try and show you what that looks like. You can see the these GoPro cameras, they take a beating, but I'll tell you what. Okay, that's what we're screwing onto right there. Okay, once you feel it, feel the gasket hit the surface, then you want to go at least another half turn hand tight. There, that will be good. And I will be able to get that off next time we do this. Okay, the underneath is all buttoned up. I just wanted to tell you guys, if you do not have a torque wrench to do that oil pan plug, just use your best judgment, and just snug plus a little bit, because that oil pan is I believe it's aluminum, and that will strip out. Then you're pardon the French, screwed. Have to get a new oil pan. Or an insert, or however they fix that. But so if you have a torque wrench, get a torque, or if you can get a torque wrench, get a torque wrench. Otherwise, just use good judgment and snug plus just a little bit. Okay, here's your oil fill, and I guess the easiest way for you to tell that says engine oil, and it even tells you the viscosity, 5W30. And you can also look in the either the Haynes manual or the manufacturer's manual that comes in your glove box. I might even sometimes Haynes differs a little bit, so go by your manufacturer. I always try to use a funnel because it really sucks to be dripping oil on your engine. Then when it gets hot, you're smelling oil, and it's dripping on your garage floor, and it just makes a mess. So again, this is 5 quarts, so we should be able to put the whole thing in. Do not spill, please. I'm trying to spill it. Let it catch up a little bit here. These things are the cheapest way to buy your oil, rather than the single quarts. But it does make it a little more difficult, like if you want to just add a half a quart or add a quart if you're down a little bit. But I should have showed you before, but this is clear right here, this little line. And it will show you the level. It will be dark. So if you want to just add half a quart, and it's numbered here, which I can't see right at the second, but maybe you can. Yeah, there, now I can. I'm in the light. But yeah, so that's pretty handy. And this is the cheapest way to go as far as buying oil. I am going to hang on to this and put my old oil that's in the drain pan back in this, and I'll take it back to a oil recycling center. Ask your local auto parts store where that is. To save you some mess, this funnel is obviously gonna drip when I take it out. Paper towel. don't forget to put your filler cap back in. Okay, the oil filter oil change is complete. We'll go on to, I'll show you how to do the air filter. Okay, I always let it run a little bit right after I do this too, just to see if I didn't get something tight, or maybe you forgot to put the oil plug back in. So I'll let that run just a few minutes here. And then we'll look for leaks and get going on the air filter. Okay, I let it run for a good 10 minutes, let it warm up, and no leaks, no drips, no leaks, so that part looks good. I just want to tell you guys too that subscribe to this channel. There's a bunch of different stuff on here. If you've not seen some of our videos, that's everything from man, a really cool ride in a Porsche GT3 with a guy that raced IMSA. I fought off a rattlesnake. You have to see that video. That one actually went a little bit viral. But this channel is mainly about Debbie and I exploring overland, camping with Junebug. Junebug is our pop-up. If you ever hear us mention Junebug, and here's Junebug right here. We went out quite a bit this year, and there's a lot of videos on there of our campsites and the areas surrounding our campsites. So yeah, we love jeeping. Our goal is to take 6 months, a year off and go full-time RVing. And I've bought solar. Look at my solar video. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you this is not, and you're going to see us working on see me working on the cars and on Junebug. I've got some I got some plans for Junebug. I need to do the brakes. It's got electric brakes, so I'm going to be doing that. And I'm probably going to flip the axle. So I'm going to do that after the first of the year. It's December right now, middle of December. Here we're in Phoenix. So yeah, I'm going to do I'm going to flip the axle. So it'll set up probably 3-4 inches higher, which will be cool because we take some pretty rugged trails. We want it to go wherever the Jeep can go, and I might even put some bigger wheels on it. So anyway, let's do this air filter. It's pretty easy. All you got to do is take this clip off right here and this clip off right here, and you may need a screwdriver for that. Didn't really need the screwdriver. There's your filter. I have not changed this for quite a while. I just tap it out on the ground. So I figured we're gonna take a trip back to the Midwest here for Christmas. So I figured I'd put a new air filter in. clean. It lays in there just like that, and there's a little lip. You can kind of feel it. Should set right on the edge there. Just make sure it's in and even all the way around. And we're boy, I tell you what, I'm rough with you guys. This right here, these little tabs. Just saying. These tabs right here, there's 4 slots right there. So you're gonna put those down in there, and then it'll come down. And you'll put your clips up. Boom. Boom, that's the air filter. You're done. Okay, guys, I hope that helps somebody. If anybody's got any questions, if I can answer them. I am not a professional mechanic, but I do love working on my own vehicles and saving that money. And I try to do a really good job. And I try to learn and research before I do something. So appreciate you guys. Give us a like if this helped you. If it didn't help you, dislike it and then let me know why. Otherwise, subscribe and got a lot more cool videos planned. Thanks. Bye.